Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of Step by Step Pokemon. Today we're going to take a look at Decidueye Ninetales with the same Octillery Mallow Puzzle of Time engine that I showed you guys in the Gardevoir deck. It's really good, it's really strong, the engine works beautifully, and in my opinion it's the fastest way to get a Decidueye out. Plants is no longer around. So the concept of the deck, obviously you want to take your Decidueye GX and drop 20 damage counters everywhere, spread 20 on everything with your Tapu Kokos, and then you can snipe for 50 with your Alolan Ninetales. And then you devolve everything with Espeon, or you can just drop damage and attack with different attackers like Ninetales and Lele and Koko until you get your knockouts. So the concept for the draw engine, in case you didn't see the Gardevoir video, is that you use Octillery's Abyssal Hand to draw till you have 5 cards in your hand. Well, you want to play down until you have like roughly 4 cards in your hand, then play your Mallow. That way you can put any 2 cards on top of the deck and then intentionally draw those 2 cards with Octillery. That could be any 2 cards from your deck, or you could put 2 Puzzles of Time on top of the deck to draw any 2 cards from the discard pile. So effectively we want to use Octillery, Puzzle of Time, and Mallow to draw any 2 cards from the deck or any 2 cards from the discard pile. That's why we can get away with running 3 rare candies, with running 3 Sycamores, 2 Ends, because we're really focusing on being precise and getting any card that we want. Now, if you take a look at the list here, as far as cards that are consistency cards, we've got 3 Tapu Leles, we've got 3 Vulpix, and we've got 2 Octillery. So if you just look at the Pokemon, there's 8 consistency cards right there. Then take a look at the supporters. You've got 1 Skyla, 3 Sycamore, 2 N, 3 Mallow, 1 Brigette, and then of course 4 Ultra Ball for trainers or item cards. So that gives us 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards right there to keep us consistent. So we got 14 there. We've got 8 Pokemon that keep us consistent. So that's going to put us at 22. If you count the Puzzle of Time as consistency cards, which I kind of do because they essentially are draw from your discard pile cards, then that puts you at 26 consistency cards. And if we really want to stretch things and say that Decidueye is a consistency card, puts cards from the discard pile back into your hand, gets you out of tough spots, lets you search for exactly the card that you need, then that's 30 consistency cards in the deck. So that feels like a little overkill. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a 4th rare candy if we could, I don't know if we could cut a Mallow or if we could cut the Skyla, but I wouldn't mind the 4th rare candy. I don't necessarily think it needs Choice Band, although that does seem like it's missing. It feels a little glaring, but I don't know. A baby Ninetales GX wouldn't be bad. At the bottom of the screen, it's 2 Float Stone, 4 Double Colorless, and 4 Grass Energies. So just so you can kind of see what kind of list we're working with here. So that's it. That's the list. I hope you enjoy it. It's a spread deck, a devolve deck, a disruption deck because of how easily it is to devolve things. And basically just a very consistent way to get your Decidueyes out as quickly as possible. So let's see. I did just play a game with it where I thought I was recording, and I was, but like half the screen was cut off for some reason. I have no idea why. So unfortunately it was a good game too. It was against a Solgaleo deck, and they took the first 5 prizes, then I end them to 1 and devolved everything, and they couldn't respond, and I won. So it was pretty cool. So this looks like we're playing against Gardy right off the bat, so this ought to be exactly the kind of game that I want to have on stream here. This is a decent start. Going first with Vulpix almost kind of feels bad because I want to beacon right away and get set up, but whatever. Man, my hand is iffy, to be honest. I'm going to attach a Grass back to Rowlet, that way I can be ready to attack with Decidueye when necessary. Now perhaps my opponent thinks I'm bluffing, perhaps my opponent thinks I'm acting like I have a dead hand, but I really have, yeah, there we go, but I really have Decidueye candy, so hopefully sometimes on turns like this you can bait your opponent into playing an N. N may have been his first or his only supporter card in his hand. It may not have been a bait. So This is not bad because we've got Remoraid. Oh, not like this. We've got Remoraid now. Do I even want to search my deck to play a supporter? My hand is really good. I mean, I could get super stupid and just try to be like, okay, I'm gonna play Lele for Sycamore and see if I can get the donk by getting Candy, Decidueye, and DC off of the Sycamore, but that just seems stupid, and I want to play a real game, so let's not do that. We can Lele next turn if we need it. Right now I'm gonna Beacon. I'm gonna go ahead and get Octillery, and I think I'll probably go ahead and get a Decidueye. Next turn we can evolve to Octillery, play the Lele, grab Mallow, and use Mallow plus Octillery to go ahead and get the rare candy and then get whatever else we want. And we should be able to play our hand down to that unless something weird happens. There's the N, alright. Okay. This is not a terrible hand. I might get smacked for 20. Smack. So at this point, Mallow doesn't really matter. Let's put Koko down. Put another grass energy. Back here. Go ahead and Sycamore and see what we get. It's not that great. Let's dump ball and get an Octillery. Octillery is just gonna get me one card here. That's okay though. Oh well, let's go ahead. Now next turn, we've got Ultra Ball. We can Ultra Ball a couple of things away. We can really start getting in business next turn. So we could get things set up to get... I could pull 2 Decidueyes here and then Mallow for double candy. Or I could pull Ninetales and Decidueye and then Mallow for candy and DCE. I don't know. Let's do this. Tick your clock at me. Let's get Decidueye. I'm gonna get double Decidueye. That clock is still ticking, like, okay. Great. Alright, so we got an end 3 turns in a row. That happens sometimes, especially when you're beaconing for double Decidueyes. So this turn I could do some stuff. If I had a lot of good stuff in the discard pile, which is not bad. It's not amazing. I was gonna say I could double puzzle. Uh-oh. I could get... I can Mallow for puzzle plus anything else that I want. Then I could pull Decidueye and Candy out of the discard pile. Let's start heading in that direction. I'm gonna take a Vulpix. Yeah. Part of me doesn't even want to flying flip, to be honest. Pulling the Mallow back is pretty sweet. So we're going for the Octillery. Huh. Interesting play. I mean, good play, I guess. Guess maybe I don't need the Mallow. If I played Choice Band, unless I'm just bad at math, but if I played Choice Band, I could get a knockout here. Yeah, 140 and 80 is gonna miss it by damn much. So we will just go this route. I'm fine with that. His hand seems terrible, so I'm not playing my end yet. I know that might seem a little weird, but I don't feel like giving him a better hand. I do, however, feel like ridding the field of 5 energies. I'll take that all day. This is a weird game. It's like, I had the ideal setup and then just got end over and over and over and over again, and then he didn't really get set up, so I don't know. And that's game. Cool. Let's do another one. See if we can do something a little bit better. Because, I mean, honestly, that wasn't like, oh, Gardevoir versus Decidueye. That was like, let's get end for 3 or 4 turns while Gardevoir doesn't set up. Like, it doesn't seem like a great example of that matchup for either deck. I wonder what the latter prize is. It's probably some, oh boy, guys, the treasure box. Brazion. Not the world's biggest expanded fan, but I'm starting to like it a little bit more. Water Dark Psychic. This is probably... what runs Dark and Water? Why don't I know this? I'm gonna pick no. I want to go second and see what happens. Why don't I know this? I feel like I should. Wow, this is a rough hand. Just gonna have to lead with Rowlet and kind of hope for the best. Joltik. I didn't see lightning on the preview. Maybe this is Rainbow Road. Now we'll get to see what it is. I think it's Rainbow Road, yeah, for sure. I think I'm gonna have to just frantically Sycamore next turn and just hope for the best. Oh, that was nice. Goodbye, Sycamore. Yeah. Goodbye, Sycamore. I guess I can say goodbye, Espeon. Let's go ahead and grab Lele. Let's check and see if Brigitte's prize, and it's not. So we'll Lele for Brigette. We'll grab Vulpix, Rowlet, and Remoraid. Sometimes I wonder if this Mallow engine is just my own subconscious way of dealing with the loss of teammates. That was like my favorite supporter, hands down. Now we can evolve Xerneas Break whenever, if ever, Xerneas Break comes out, which it should. But I don't know. So that's what we're gonna do here. We're obviously gonna beacon for Decidueye and Octillery. We should be good to go at that point. We'll Candy to Decidueye, bump up to Octillery. We can play Mallow to get another Decidueye in play if we did. We might just get end. We'll have to just wait and see. And that's an interesting attachment too. I mean, you get the knockout, but you run the risk of Tapu Lele returning the knockout next turn. We're not getting end. I don't know. I know the deck runs Max Elixir, or like in an ideal world it does. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Ooh, and whiffed. Okay, that could hurt. 190's it's a lot. It's nothing to shake a stick at, as they say. Cool. Another Vulpix isn't bad. I'll throw that down. Go ahead and evolve. So a DCE drop gets the knockout, so clearly that's what I'm going to put on the top deck here. Let's see what we've got out here. I guess I'll take a Dartrix. Why not? I could take a Field Blower. Yeah, I'll probably take a Field Blower if I've got it. Yeah, looks good to me. So now there's no free retreat options. I don't think he's gonna respond to knockout because there's no free retreat option, so he can't elixir and attach, then retreat and attack with whatever he elixired to. I'm just thinking about whether I should play the Tapu Koko down. I don't. I like it down. Well, I'm not gonna do it. I probably should have. I don't know. More Rowlets, yay! Galvantula's one retreat, and he got... Okay, so this is going to do 30, and I can't retreat next turn. Or he'll do 30 to 2 of my bench Pokemon. Both are kind of interesting plays, I guess. Yeah, double thread, so we're not doing Electro. We're just putting 30. Oh yeah, because it hits for weakness on the bench. That's right. So Octillery will get hit. Obviously we know what he would like to do. So I think I am going to go ahead and dump the second Remoraid. And then just Sycamore and see what we can get out of here. There's a lot of different things that we could pull that work. It's not like... Well, of course we don't get any of them. But it's not like we're thinking... Oh, well, actually, you know what? Decidueye. Yeah. There's a couple different things we can do here. One, we can just take the knockout Tapu Lele. Two, It's a Feather Arrow back here. I was gonna say we could draw like Double Puzzle or, you know, Ultra Ball Candy, different things like that, but we're just gonna take the knockout. And I'm going to dump Vulpix. I don't really want to dump the N because he's got a 7-card hand. But his turn wasn't that great. Here that he's got a 7-card hand. Guzma could be important later. Mallow is always important at this point in time. Let's take the Dartrix to guarantee the Decidueye next turn. I'm not overly concerned about it right now. And then we'll Abyss him, just see what we get. That works. Cool. So then we will just Energy Drive for the knockout. Puzzle's nice. I mean, we'll have double Octillery, and as long as, you know, I mean, unless I get End and one of the Octillery gets killed somehow, we could have the chance to use double Puzzle plus Mallow for any card that we want out of the deck. It all kind of depends, though, I mean, on what happens. So he Ultra Ball away an N and a Guzma to get a Bisharp. I am missing something. Nope, I am not missing something. We're just hitting me for 140. I guess Bisharp's gonna try to take the knockout next turn? Not sure. But I mean, I'm always happy to try to take a knockout on a Lele. I'm already hitting for 120. Actually, I'm gonna need another energy to do it this turn. But that's alright. First things first, let's rescue Stretcher. And grab Decidueye. So we can drop 40. We can drop 40 and hit for 120. That's 160. So at this point, we need to Mallow. We would Mallow. We'll still be able to put any two cards on top because we got the double Octillery. But we'll Mallow for Puzzle, which is going to get us the grass energy we need. And then we'll just kind of look through the deck and see what else we might want. But we're going to put the Puzzle on top. I mean, I could take a Ninetales. Take a Guzma, but don't I have a Guzma in my hand. Take a Skyla, I could take a DCE, I could take a Grass. DCE's never hurt. It's always good to have one. Alright, so we'll Abyssal the first time. That'll get us the double puzzle. Double puzzle. I'll take a Grass Energy. I still have a Mallow in my hand. We got an N, I've got a Mallow. I mean, what would I even want? It's really not much. I could take a Field Blower and just kind of hang on to it, I guess. I mean, I'm pretty well set. Was there any more energies? No? Let's just do that. Why not? We can attach here. Abyssal again. Just to hold on to the DCE, I guess. And Feather the Lele's. So as you can see, I mean, the preciseness of having this engine is pretty great. I mean, I love it. You don't normally think, I don't know, you don't normally think that you're gonna get knocked out when you send up a Lele with no energy, with no damage on it, but, and of course Bisharp will get the return KO here, but not sure it matters. Tallyart. So let's see, we send up Ninetales and do 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, we miss by 10 damage. I could just get a Float Stone. 1, 2, 3, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's send up Vulpix. Let's actually check the discard and make sure they're both not down there. No, they're not. Okay, they're definitely in the deck. So we're just gonna evolve to Ninetales. I think this ends the game. Let's just take a look through the deck real quick. There's the Skyla. There's the Float Stone. Cool. So this turn, we're just going to Skyla for Float Stone. Load up here. Energy attached to Lele. Retreat. Damage. Drop you some more. And then energy drive. And I don't see a way for a response to be had here. He has to take 2 knockouts now. He has to get an EX and a non-EX or whatever. I don't see a way for it to happen. He has to have Floatstone, Elixir, DCE, all of it has to hit. Even then, I mean, he doesn't hit for enough damage to do anything effective. He has to fully replenish his bench. And even then, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I think I could just Mallow for double puzzle and get Lele DCE, right? Yeah. So, I think that's game no matter what happens. Ending me to 1 doesn't matter because I have double Octillery. I guess he was holding all this stuff just to have one big explosive turn at the end. No, he's getting Sycamore, not N. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, so you've got 2 different types in play. So what does that do, 70? Yeah, the 70. And then the ban makes it 100. Even if you take a knockout here, I just send up Ninetales. Play my Field Blowers. Mallow for double puzzle. And get DCE Lele. And then just drop 20 on your Xerneas. Retreat. And that's it. Okay, so the Field Blower now I'd have to get a Field Blower out of the deck. So I mean, I guess that's a little different. Now things are a little different. Still though, we have to increase the numbers to get the knockout. I mean, he has to increase the numbers to get the knockout. Potown. Instruct for 1. Boy, we are pushing it. I mean, you got to, you know. I just don't know. Now there's no way to take a knockout, right? 130. Oh, Lele's a psychic, not a fairy. I'm an idiot. Okay, so we do 130 and then we forfeit because obviously I have the knockout right away. So, cool. Let's do another one. As long as this next one is a quality match, it'll be the last one that we do today. Let's take a look at the opponent's deck real quick. Never a bad idea to see what you can learn. So we've got a 2-2 Bisharp. Bisharp and Galvantula are really good 1 energy, colorless energy attackers. Of course we've got 4 Xerneas. Oh yeah, sorry, Electro Web takes a lightning energy. I don't know why I thought we might have seen that attack earlier. The deck, obviously I don't think it runs any rainbow. So we've got 4 Xerneas, we've got a Volcanion, Oranguru, Tapu Lele. If you're unfamiliar with this, it's basically you want your bench to just be filled with different types of Pokemon. So you've got a Galvantula counts as 2 Pokemon, a Bisharp counts as 2 Pokemon, a Volcanion counts as 2 Pokemon, and you've still got 2 more bench spaces. So if you have Oranguru and Lele down, you've got 8 different types on the bench. I mean, that's 30 times 8 is 240, so I mean that's 250. Up to 280 with a choice band, so obviously that's really amazing numbers. You use Max Elixir to accelerate, 4 Ultra Ball, 2 things to heal, to you know what I mean, to heal your discard pile. No, to recover. 1 Kukui, 1 Potown seems interesting. I'm not super familiar with this list. I don't know if that's standard or not. 4 Sycamore, 4 N, a Brigette. This seems like the kind of deck, since you're running Max Elixir and Oranguru, and you don't... I mean, I guess it would take away from the strategy a little bit if you had another water Pokemon on the field, but I don't know, if you had an Octillery on the field instead of Oranguru, granted the Volcanion might not be as effective because you'd already have a water type down, but maybe you could find... I don't know if there's any other dual type basics. But I mean, you could use Mallow and Octillery to put the Max Elixir and the energy on top of your deck. I mean, to put the energy on top of your, yeah, the Max Elixir and the energy. So, like, let's say you have 4 cards in your hand, you Abyssal Hand for 1, you play the Max Elixir, and then you attach the energy. I don't know. Or maybe you have the Max Elixir in hand and you put a DCE and a Fairy Energy on top. You got 4 cards in hand, you draw the DCE, then you Max Elixir the energy out. It just seems like that kind of approach would work well in here. You would just cut a Sycamore and cut 2 ends to open up a spot for 3 Brigette. Then you would cut the Kukui and the Potown, in my opinion. I don't know if that's how it normally works. And the Orangaroo to put in a 2-3, I mean a 2-1 Octillery line. You might even be able to cut down on one of the Galvantulas or something, just to fit it as a 2-2. But anyways, interesting deck list. I think it's a solid deck. Interesting that there's no Xerneas breaks. P buffer is nice. Does that deck even play? I mean, because if you're running Max Elixir, you can take advantage of whatever Xerneas breaks attack is called. The one that does, I believe it's 20 plus 20 for every fairy energies in play. Here, just in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let's look at it. Then we'll do one more game. Or we'll just stare at the spinning Pokeball forever. Spin, Pokeball, spin! The ball spins, but the reflection on the ball never moves. This is great. This is fantastic. I'm really happy that this is taking as long as it's taking. This is what I get for wanting to take a look at a Xerneas break. Ah, the music went dead. Alright. I think we're gonna have to restart it. But you know what? I like you guys. So I'm going to keep you here while I restart this. Yes, close the program. Don't care about solutions. Awesome. Woot, we're back. We're getting back in business. Here, let's just do this the easy way. And I'll just pull up a picture of Xerneas break on my phone, and we'll get back to the action here. Find a good picture of it. Okay, here it is. Live stream does 20 damage times the amount of all energies attached to all your Pokemon. Let's see if we can get that to focus in here. Yeah, there we go. Xerneas break 20 times all the energies in play on your Pokemon. All the energies in play would be kind of bonkers. It always goes really slow at 61%. Oh, it's not responding again. That's fun. So, that might conclude our episode. No, oh, here we go. Yes! Episode not over. Alright, let's see what we get out of this little Pokeball. Yay! Alright, let's go play one more game of Ninetales Decidueye. Water Psychic. Think we're getting a Water Box, or think we're getting Greninja? with Tapu Lele's? I don't know. I'll go first this time. When you're setting up with Vulpix, I really don't know what's best to go first or second. I feel like it's still better to go first, but I wouldn't mind beaconing on my first turn as well. But this is probably just a Ninetales deck then too, if it's water cycle. That's probably the most likely thing. Alright, cool. I'll take this. So that's a turn 1 Brigette. Turn 2 I can Skyla for double puzzle. Oh no, it's Lapras Garbodor. Okay. This will be good. I mean, it's good to get a test against a Gardevoir deck. So I'm still going to take the Remoraid, take an Octillery, and I'll take a Tapu Koko. I have the Vulpix already. Yeah, cool. That'll work. It's tempting to attach already and to get the upper hand on placing damage on the field. Lapras is weak to grass though, and I have in my hand a turn 2 Decidueye, so, and a way to retreat Ninetales or Vulpix. So I think I'm gonna attach here. My thought is next turn I'll evolve to Octillery. I can Ultra Ball Skyla plus whatever I draw for a Mallow. For a Lele for a Mallow. Or we just go straight into collect? Yeah. Then I can Mallow for Candy and Grass Energy. I do need a way to retreat. What was my thought on that? I thought I had a way. Oh yeah, we take the 30 for... Let's just kind of see how this plays out. I could Skyla for the floats, I mean for Candy, but obviously that doesn't make any sense. Excuse me. Let's dump the Guzma and the Skyla. We can just get them back with puzzles if we want. We're gonna take a Lele, and we're gonna Mallow. Mallow's gonna get Candy. So there'll be a couple things here. So we're gonna take Mallow. In the deck, I've got 2 floats and 4 grass, so I'm probably gonna take the float. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I'll do Candy and float. I'm gonna take the float because there's only 2 out of 39 cards in my deck are float stone. 4 out of 39 cards in my deck are grass energies. So when I use Abyssal Hand, even though I'm only gonna draw 4 total cards, the odds of one of them being a float stone are drastically decreased if 2 out of 39 are float stone. The odds of drawing the card that I need are cut in half if I just take a grass energy here. So let's go ahead and Abyssal. There's 4 grass energies out of 39 cards. Yeah, okay, so we didn't get it. Doesn't matter. At least we tried. And we'll just get it next turn. So we are going to use the puzzle here because my hand is pretty dead and I want to draw, yeah. I want to draw this, and then this, and then this. Oh, that stuff looks good. So I got the Float Stone, but I don't really need it this turn. I don't want it to get end away either. I also don't want it to get Field Blowered away. And he put any 3 cards he wanted in his hand. So we know we're gonna go ahead and put 20 here. That way we can try to knock it out next turn after we Sycamore. I'm gonna expect Garbotoxin to come down. I would expect he's not gonna end me. So I'm just gonna Beacon. No, I don't think I am. I'm just gonna get my Sycamore, let my Sycamore do its thing. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm just gonna let Sycamore do its thing. I don't think he's gonna take any knockouts next turn. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna try to set up for the Razor Leaf by top decking the Sycamore and just going for it from there. Yeah. Yeah, that seems good. Let's try it. Yes, I would like to not attack. But of course he does have an 8-card hand, so yeah, very first thing that comes down is Garbotoxin. That's exactly what we expect. Going straight into Collect. I thought we would see a little bit more than that. Interesting, so I am going to put the DCE on Vulpix. If we get a Grass Energy here, yeah, that puts a lot of pressure on him. Because we will just Razor Leaf for the knockout. Now, thankfully for him, Garbodor has a Float Stone, and he did just collect. So, oh yeah, you're drawing 3. You're not putting any 3 cards in your hand. Duh. I mean, I got a Guzma and a Float Stone, so, and a Field Blower. Let's hope he has an N. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I had the perfect hand. That was a really good N. Ice Beam GX. Very well played. Yes, I know how paralysis works. Yeah, that was... Trying to think of what we can even do to hope to get around it. Didn't get much there. Yeah, we're just gonna have to end. Didn't get knocked out. Garbotoxin seems really strong. Bye-bye, floaties. At least we have another N, and at least we have a way to spread damage. That's the positives. I'm just trying to thin things out since I'm about to play this N. And Potown putting 30 damage on me seems like a pretty big deal. Especially with, I mean, in conjunction with Lapras in a band. It seems like a good approach to the deck. I like it. So I'm going to do 20, putting Lapras at 170. 4, 5, 6 is 120. Nah, we'll just attach to Rowlet. Flip. You get Elixir here. You can manually retreat and then collect. Because Blizzard Burn prevents it from attacking completely. Wow, and just a pass. Okay. Alright. I really just want to snipe that Garbodor next turn. I could have sniped it this turn. So he's gonna knock out Koko next turn. That's alright. If he Guzmas, that would be rough. Nope, we're just gonna Blizzard Burn Koko. That's cool, because this is scary. We're gonna send up Ninetales. Do this. I'm gonna Ultra Ball for Dartrix, right? Because I mean, I've got Candy in hand, so next turn I could just Ultra Ball Vulpix and whatever I draw for the Decidueye and Candy it up. Or, nah, as much as I would like to. And if he has a Choice Band in hand, he's got the knockout on my Ninetales. Oh, okay. There's the Decidueye. So he Blizzard Burned last turn, so he can't attack this turn. Oh, he's got a Choice Band. Yep, that hurts. So basically we're just gonna Candy to Decidueye. And I guess he's gonna end? Think he's gonna end or Guzma? Guzma. He'll probably just pick off a Lele, or will he take the Rowlet? I would take the Rowlet. No, take a Lele. I don't think that was a good play. Matter of fact, I think it was a bad one. Let's send up Rowlet. Yeah. I wonder if we have the Mallow play to win the game. Let's Candy here. Check the discard and see if we've got... No, we haven't even used a Mallow yet. Oh yeah, we have. We have used one. So I say to win the game because really... I guess I need to check and see if I have a Lele first. I do. I don't have any ends left. I have the DCE. I can get the knockout. And it all comes down to whether he has the... Yeah, I mean, it all would come down to whether he has the DCE. I mean, the Guzma. I need a field blower. So we'll get the Lele. Lele's gonna grab Mallow. Mallow's gonna get me field blower and DCE. The interesting piece here, I mean, so if he has a Guzma, he has the game anyway. I don't know. This is a tough one. I guess there's nothing I can do except for just Razor Leaf and hope he doesn't have a Guzma. Let's see what he has. He's got the Guzma, so he has got the game. That was a good game, though. I mean, for facing Garbodor, that was very, very close. So I'm really happy with the way the deck runs, and I guess that is gonna be all that we do for today. I appreciate y'all watching, and always remember when you're playing Pokemon to have fun. Thanks, guys.